All right, coming up next, it is a welterweight matchup between Jorge Masvidal and Gilbert Burns. All right, here he is, for my money, Mike, the most well-rounded fighter in this division, a true mixed martial artist at his core, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight.
Everyone talked about him being well-rounded. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that can do everything across the board at such a high level.
Yeah, he's comfortable wherever the fight goes. Maybe he'll grapple tonight, maybe he'll strike. Makes him a hard guy to prepare for. All right, so here he is, Jorge "Gamebred" Masvidal, turned pro in mixed martial arts back in 2003. More than 45 pro MMA fights to his credit. Seems to have finally found the division in which he belongs and trying to make a run here to welterweight title contention.
At welterweight, he has a speed advantage. He also can still defend takedowns very, very effectively. You want to fight? Get an octagon. Get a boxing ring. Let's go in someone's backyard.
Yeah.
It does not matter. Just tell Jorge Masvidal where it's at. He'll be there. This is a fighter's fighter, and he's always looking for a good scrap.
And that's why when Leon Edwards confronted him backstage, had to give him the three-piece in the soda, right?
He got him with a biscuit. He got him with the biscuit.
Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Masvidal is 1 year his senior. He is 1 inch taller. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 20 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Gilbert Burns. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 16 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Jorge "Gamebred" Masvidal. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta. You ready? You ready? Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and it'll be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out. Ooh, what a punch.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
Well, for years, Tyron Woodley had said Jorge Masvidal is the best boxer on this UFC roster. Certainly showed you the hands there.
I mean, he's showing it, man. I mean, he's showing it, John. This guy has an ability to stand and box with anyone in the UFC. And that was on full display when he beat Nate Diaz.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
And they separate. Got the single punch attack. Burns gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to move those feet. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, beautiful hook. Straight right is there.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
So just over 20 total strikes have found the mark for Jorge "Gamebred" Masvidal.
Good punch land.
And they separate. Right, single collar tie now. Clipped him with the right hand there.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Gilbert. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here, DC.
Yeah, he's isolated to try to get a Kimura here. And now he falls back into the finishing position.
Right, I mean, how do you not admire the focus of this young fighter? You could tell he was looking for that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it. He stayed patient, let the setup do its thing, and ultimately the submission materializes organically late in the round. High-level stuff out of that young fighter here tonight. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 37 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, Gilbert the Ring Burr!
All right, so there he is, all smiles and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.